Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be 10 signs that you are in a narcissistic relationship and it might be time to take a new direction within your life. So one of the first signs of a narcissistic relationship is that fast involvement. And we can all get carried away with new and exciting things in life. Fast involvement can happen when you meet someone and you enjoy spending time with them and you want to spend time with them and you want the same things out of life. And when it's two genuine people, this can work out okay. When it's a narcissistic person, they are literally mirroring you to sell you exactly what you want to hear. They're going to be wanting to spend so much time with you. They're going to be messaging you and calling you constantly. They're going to be getting offended if you've got other plans. They are looking to move the relationship on quick so that they can have you where they want you. And once they've got you where they want you is when they change the game on you. That's when they're going to start to devalue you so that you no longer feel enough, and it's crushing to who you are as a person. This once person who seemingly cared so much is now in front of you acting like they don't care, but claiming that they're only doing it because they do care. Number 2 is extreme envy. We can all be jealous in our life. However, that jealousy, we can still be pleased for the other person. We might just wish that we could also have something for ourselves, but not want to take it away from the other person. With a narcissistic person, they are incredibly envious of others, often believing that other people are envious of them. So if they're moving the relationship on fast, they might want to show you off to people, introduce you to people, which is people do, introduce people to people. You don't think too much of it at the time. However, if they're incredibly envious of their ex, if they're talking badly of their ex, or if they're trying to show you off in front of their ex, if they're rushing you into meeting the children that they have with the ex when you've actually barely got to know them, they usually want you to meet their children within a couple of days or a couple of weeks because they're envious of the ex and they're trying to punish the ex. They're using you as a pawn in their game. If they talk badly about other people, if they're very judgmental and critical of other people, this isn't the kind of person you want to be around anyway, because if they're judgmental and critical and put other people down, one day they will be doing the same to you. You need to surround yourself with people who are pleased for other people, who try to build other people up, not tear other people down. Threats of violence is another one. Now, those threats of violence might not be directed towards you in the beginning stages. However, they will be directed to other people. They might tell stories of how they got one over on somebody by threatening somebody. Or they might just simply be threatening the ex and saying that, well, because the ex hasn't done this, they're not going to do that, which you can... They're usually saying the ex has done something which creates that feeling of disgust within you towards the ex, which rationalizes how that narcissistic person is then treating the ex. And that's exactly what they want you to feel. That's exactly what they want you to think. So they can get away with intimidating the ex while keeping you on their side. They can get away with intimidating and threatening other people by claiming that other people are intimidating and threatening them, which is number 4, threats about anything. Any kind of threatening behaviour shows that somebody isn't willing to have that open communication. They're looking to have that control, which is number 5, that controlling behaviour, which isn't always obvious, as narcissistic people tend to coercively control people. So they tend to make out that it's your idea. They guilt trip you and guilt trip those around you into living life on their terms. They play endless mind games with exes and with friends, and when people don't do something for them, when a friend doesn't jump to their attention and help them with something, they then fall silent on that friend for a while to punish that friend. With their own children, when their own children aren't living life on their terms, they will claim that their children have no respect for them, even if the children are only 3, 4, 5, 6, and they will then fail to see those children for a while. And someone who's doing that to young children, that is controlling behaviour. They're conditioning those children to live life on the narcissist terms, under the pretense that they are disciplining their children. And when they do then go to pick the children back up, they'll often spoil those children. Which again, you can sort of think, well, they haven't seen them for a while, they rightly want to spoil them. It's a game of reward punish to get the children to conform to the narcissist's demands. Number 6, verbal abuse. So if they're happy to go around calling people idiots and stupid and put people down and talk negatively of people and accuse people of things, this is them verbally attacking people. And especially when someone then calls them out and they suddenly fall into the victim of how everybody is against them and the world is against them. They're not the victim. They're playing the victim to get away with the fact that they're victimising others. Abrupt mood swings. Now we can all have that day where we get out of bed and it's just not our day, so we just want to crawl back in bed. Some of us might get back in bed. We can all have that day where we just don't speak to me, don't know what's wrong, just don't speak to me, I'm not in the mood. We can all have those days where everything's going well and life is great, and then life comes and hits us out of nowhere and it's bad again. People can have mood changes. People with other disorders can have mood changes. Narcissistic people have abrupt mood changes. You can literally be sat eating a meal with them and everyone can be laughing and happy and getting on well and it's a really good atmosphere, and then one person says something that no one really knows triggers a narcissistic injury within the narcissist, and then all of a sudden they're humiliating everybody at the table. They're storming out, they're sulking, they're falling silent, they're criticising people, they're humiliating people, and they're blaming everybody else for why they're doing this. These are abrupt mood swings, not just day-to-day life of mood changes. Using force in disagreements. Now this can be just force as trying to get you to agree with them by claiming that everybody else thinks, or at least I'm not like so-and-so. So they're forcing your opinion to change to serve the narcissist. They might be forceful in disagreements by threatening you with things. They might be forceful by simply blocking the doorway, or they might use physical force. They might just restrain you. They might just hold you down and then claim that they're only messing around. Breaking objects. We can all get mad, we can all get angry, and narcissistic people have a knack of pushing your buttons that you might find yourself to be the one that's throwing things out of sheer frustration and pain and anger. With a narcissistic person, they break objects when you're not doing as they say. They break them to intimidate you, to threaten you, to control you, to show you that they're in charge. Previous restraining orders is also a big red flag of a narcissistic relationship. Restraining orders are not easy to get. So if somebody has got a previous restraining order against them, this is a big red flag that you need to be safely moving away from that person. There's lots of red flags that you're entering a narcissistic or a toxic relationship. Any you've noticed, please add those into the comments to help those reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you are looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.